Hello and welcome to Getting It Right, the Antiques game show where it's probably easier to get it wrong, but nobody cares because we can all play along, vitally including you at home. So keep a record of your scores, see if you can beat today's contestants. Shouldn't be too hard, David. And let us know how you do. And keep watching, because towards the end of today's show, there's a very special question for you at home alone. No matter where you are in the world, you answer the very simple question correctly based on one of the objects we're going to look at today. And we, David and I, will send you a very special prize indeed.
Lucky them.
Yeah, don't build it up too much, David, for goodness sake. I know the audience are going wild. Well, as wild as they'll ever go, right?
I was going to say from one mouth to another.
Oh, very good. This is my show.
Sorry.
I'm coming to you in a minute, Leslie. This is going to be signed and posted anywhere in the world by our contestants, and David Elstob and me, David Harper. It'll be the only one in the world.
It will, but she'll have to learn to write.
We can sort that out. Right, let's get playing Getting It Right, but let's first of all meet today's contestants. This will be interesting.
Getting it right, getting it right, getting it right, getting it right, getting it right.
Hello, Leslie. Tell us about you.
Hello, David. I'm Leslie. I'm fastly approaching 60.
Oh,
I'm a Libra, and I don't know what that's got to do about antiques. However, I live in Bournemouth.
right. Okay, long way from Bournemouth. We're in Ripon, North Yorkshire,
Yes.
Elstob Auctioneers. What are you doing
I
here?
get around a bit.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, we don't really want to know too much more about that, do we, Leslie? Okay. And what do you do for a living?
My partner and I, we run 3 antique centres.
Oh, you're in the business.
Knowledgeable?
Well,
Hey, hang on. I hope they're not better than us.
I doubt.
No. Okay. So, you say partner, business partner, or life
yeah,
partner?
we're not married.
No.
God forbid.
Sensible.
But you are in business or
Yes,
life?
yes,
Both.
both.
Both. Okay.
Yes.
Business and life. Okay. So, Leslie, touching 60, I can't believe it.
Yep, October.
Okay. And is this your toy boy?
Yes.
Hello, Vincent. Tell us about you.
Good afternoon, David. How are you?
Well, it's actually about 10:30, but not to worry. Vincent's ahead of his time. Anyway,
Do it again.
no, go on, Vincent. Tell us about you.
My name's Vincent Page. I live with Leslie. We live in Bournemouth. We run 3 antique centres,
Right.
Antiques on High. We've got a shop in Oxford High Street, one in Sidmouth in Devon, and one in Bowness and Windermere, and we live in Bournemouth.
Wow, they do get around, don't they? Okay, what do you do for fun?
Antiques.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that it? Leslie, same for you?
Yep.
It's just it's your life.
24/7.
Okay, it is a lifestyle business, isn't it, David?
Very much so.
Yeah.
I do wake him up at 4 o'clock in the morning and say, oh, by the way,
Right. By the way, what? I mean,
well,
this is
something
interesting.
important.
Yeah.
That's
Like
the-
what?
Oh, gosh.
A Majolica vase?
It could be, yeah, quite
okay.
possibly, yeah.
If that's what you call it, then that's fine. Okay. Right, okay, so that's our contestants. Let's meet, you know him very well. It's David Elstob, our resident antiques expert. What he says goes. Hello, David.
How are you?
Very good.
Excellent.
Nice to be at Elstob and Elstob.
Wonderful. I'm in awe of Vincent's shirt.
I know. I didn't like to mention it because I'm
Do you
jealous.
get dressed at 4 in the morning?
Normally, yes.
What,
yeah,
in the
normally
dark?
it takes a few hours.
So this is Elstob Studios. I mean, all right, we're glamming it up a little bit in Ripon, Elstob and Elstob. This is the auctioneers. So David is going to be the overall judge and will award points.
Good.
So I'll explain the rules as we go. They're very easy. Literally anybody can play along. Let's play Getting It Right.
Getting it right, getting it right, getting it right, getting it right, getting it right.
Okay, item number 1. Please, may I have a glamorous assistant? I think she's due about 3. Thank you, Wendy. Come on in. Thank you very much indeed. That's very good of you. Okay, now, Leslie, this is all about you.
Okay.
Vincent, you cannot get involved at this moment. Leslie, I want you to take
Thank
this
God.
antique.
Thank you very much.
This is
And
where I
I'll-
start marking points.
Yeah, David's going to keep points.
I'm going to show the audience as well because they're going to miss out.
No, don't worry about that. You look at it, it's all about you. I can film it myself for the audience at home. Now, Leslie, what I want you to do is speak as you think. What is it? Where was it made? Who made it? When? Is it damaged? What kind of condition is it?
Okay, right, well, it's obviously a very large charger, come plate, hand painted, Oriental seams. I'm going to say Chinese, but it might be Japanese. Looks like it's transferred around the outside. A few nibbles here and there, but if it's that old, you wouldn't be surprised, would you?
I think everybody will have a few nibbles. I mean, I'm 32, I've got a few nibbles.
So it's got the lovely, can't think of the name of the tree.
Stop laughing over there.
I can't see particularly any marks, but on the bottom,
Date-wise, have you put a date on it yet, Leslie?
gosh no, just very old.
No, you have
Older
to put
than me, okay.
Listen, if you're going to come on
All
getting
right,
it right,
okay.
you've got to play the game.
All right,
How old is it? Put a date on it.
1500s.
1500s.
Yes.
Okay. Hold that thought.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. Are you keeping a mark here?
Yes, I'm going to run out of ink soon.
Oh, right, okay. Are they bad marks?
I'm just trying to think what the trees are. It's got lovely flowers. It's got the. They
Yeah,
obviously-
Leslie, it's not all about you. It's now about Vincent. So you are not allowed to speak now. Vincent,
That's
pass
going to
the
be a
plate
trouble.
over to Vincent.
They drop it.
Vincent, is there anything you can add? Did Leslie get anything right, or did she get it all wrong? Tell us what you're thinking.
I'm going to try and be as diplomatic as possible. I don't think it's quite as old as she said it was. However, I would agree with everything else, but could it be earthenware? I don't know.
Where was it made, Vincent?
I don't know. I don't think it was made in this country.
Which country was it made in?
I think it's probably European. I think it's with a suggestion of Oriental.
And so, what are we saying? We're saying it's European porcelain?
Yeah.
Copy
No,
of-
it's not porcelain. I don't think.
And date-wise? Put a date on it.
Late 1700.
Late 1700.
Yeah.
Okay, hold that thought. David Elstob, give us a summary.
Yeah, it wasn't a great start by these two, I must be honest.
Oh, yeah, be honest, David.
The
Yeah.
points total isn't high.
In
is
my
it?
defence, I don't do that type of thing.
We'll let you off it. It's Chinese. It is a charger. Date-wise, probably last quarter of the 18th century, so late 1700s.
So I was right with the date.
Yeah, I think you've got 1 point
And I
at
called
least.
it a charger.
Don't
Did I
overdo
call
it.
it a charger?
It did.
Good.
It is porcelain, not earthenware. No transfer printing on it. All the painting on there is hand painted. Good way of telling early Chinese porcelain is, especially on those enamel painted pieces, if you get them in the light, let the light shimmer on it a bit on the paintwork, you will see a shadow around the edge. That's generally quite a good sign at this period. Condition, Leslie hit the nail on the head. Few nibbles on the edge, but perfectly acceptable for a dish of that date.
Right, okay. Award some points, please, David.
I don't have to be very good at maths for this one.
Go on.
Leslie, 2.5. Vincent, 1.
Right,
How
okay.
dare you!
Okay,
How very
Okay.
dare you!
okay. This is good, isn't it? Yeah.
If we hadn't
No,
got a value on this, it'd be straight over your head.
hold on.
We obviously
Hold
found
on.
the fiver.
Right. Vincent, don't worry, because now is your chance to claw back a point.
Yeah.
So now you know exactly what it is. David has explained it beautifully. Now the question to you both is this.
What's it?
Is it worth? Take your pen and card and write your answer down, please.
My pen doesn't work.
Hold your card up. That's it. Write your answer. Have you got it, Vincent?
Yeah, well, I've got an answer.
Okay. Leslie, you
It's
got yours?
probably not right.
I've gone very, very high. 750.
£750. Vincent,
200.
£200. David, who's the closest?
Vincent,
What's it worth?
£300.
£300.
Wacko! I got closer than you, dear.
Right, okay, Glamorous Assistants, thank you very much indeed. We'll do a tally up of the points in a moment. Let's play round 2.
Getting it right, getting it right, getting it right, getting it right, getting it wrong.
Wait, I'll call you in, Glamorous Assistant, thank you very much. She's very eager. Hello and welcome back to round 2. Currently we have Vincent on 2 points and Leslie on 2.5. We never agreed on half points. Where did that come from?
Well, she started off saying Chinese, and then she said Japanese, and then she said Oriental.
All right, so you gave her a
that's where
half
that
point.
came
All
from.
right, fair enough. The great thing with getting it right, there are basically no rules. You can do and say what you like, as you will soon discover. Right, Glamorous Assistant, can we have object number 2, please? And this is going to Vincent only.
Oh, Lord.
Thank you. Yes, she's overplaying her part a little bit there. Now, Leslie, you cannot get involved here, but you can use your eyes and your ears to listen to your lovely partner here as he tells us all about item number 2. Go for it, Vince.
Well, it's got an Oriental scene painted on it, but it's very light. So, I'm not totally sold on it. I don't think it's that accurate in what it's making itself out to be.
In what way?
It's very, very light. I don't think it's paper mache. It's
Is it Oriental, or is it pretending to be Oriental? What
I
do you
think
think?
I think it's pretending to be Oriental, to be honest.
Okay, and when was it made?
Late 1800s, early 1900s.
Okay, is it hand painted or transfer printed?
I think it's hand painted, to be honest.
You giving him clues?
Don't
be
worry, Leslie, I'm coming to you.
ridiculous. Are you questioning the rules on this show?
There are no
There
rules.
aren't any. Come on, play the game.
Okay, any damage, Vincent?
Yeah, there's a slight crack in
Show
it.
it to me a bit more. I got
There you go. Look, you can see there's a very slight crack
Hold
in
it
it.
still.
Just
it's
there.
all right. Oh yeah. Hey, can you see that at home? Yeah. Okay. Will that affect the value, Vincent?
Yeah, probably, but not a lot. I don't think.
Well, we'll get to the value in a minute. Okay, so let's have a sum up, Vince. You're saying it's not Oriental.
I don't think so.
You're saying what? It's European.
Yeah, probably. It's ever so light.
Okay. And date-wise, you're saying what?
Late 1800s, early 1900s.
Okay. Hold that thought. Are you making notes, David Elstob?
Yes.
I am. I like the smirky face.
It's very interesting.
Okay, now it's all about Leslie. Leslie, I'm going to help you as much as I possibly can. Vincent,
She's found the fiver as well.
I know it's going to be difficult, Vincent, but you can't speak. Leslie, over to you. What
Right.
did Vincent get right?
Well, it's
What
not-
did he get wrong?
Definitely not paper mache. It's got a hairline crack. It's porcelain. I've got a feeling it's probably English, and someone's using an Oriental theme to decorate it. Hand-painted.
Why do you
But
say
then,
that?
But then I have seen some like shipwreck cargo that has come out of a shipwreck that looks like that.
Okay,
However,
the audience are looking riveted, I must say.
sorry, can you see it? Sorry, it's got a lovely little picture. It's an Oriental scene, in my opinion.
Okay, where was it made, Leslie?
It looks Japanese. Now, I'm going to say, I'm not going to go Oriental. Japanese, but I don't think it's Japanese.
Now, do you think it's Japanese or not? Does anybody understand what you're saying?
Yes and no.
It's a Japanese scene.
Are you taking a vote? Who thinks it's Japanese? Hands in the air. The dog does.
Dog.
It's a Japanese scene. I
Date-wise.
think it's been hand-painted by somebody who's not Japanese.
Oh my, I don't even know what her answer is,
Okay,
David. Have
let me
you stop there? I mean, in all seriousness.
Made in England with an Oriental Japanese scene.
Fine. Thank goodness for
Final
that.
answer.
Right, and date, when was it made? This is going to take till next Tuesday.
1700s.
1700s. Hold that thought. Okay. Okay. What are the audience
We're
saying?
getting no's from the audience.
Are you getting some no's? Are we getting some no's from the audience?
No. Yes.
David, tell us
Yes and no.
yes and no. Tell us what it is and
Okay.
award some points.
It's English porcelain,
Tick.
dating to right at the end of the 18th century, so the very back end of the 1700s. Decoration is Chinese and star mandarin, which is very popular in Worcester porcelain as well. Made by the New Hall factory. often not marked. Sometimes they are marked with pattern numbers. It's a tea ball.
A tea bowl, as in they drink tea from it.
Sorry, tea ball saucer.
Tea bowl saucer, yes. Yeah.
Well spotted on the hairline crack. Yeah.
Okay, who got it right, who got it wrong?
Well, it's very difficult to say, to be honest.
I know, because I'm completely confused.
Vincent was going nowhere until you gave him a lot of help.
Yes, thank you, David.
I have no favourites on this show, but I do like his shirt a lot, Leslie, I must say.
And
Okay, awards and points.
2.5 each.
2.5 each.
But he had help.
Okay, let's have a sum up. So far, we have then Vincent on 4.5 and Leslie on 5. Chance to catch up here, Vince. Right, take your card again. This is the valuation part of this round. Write down on the back, what is that 18th century antique worth today? You'll get this wrong big time. That's my prediction. Do you agree?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Tell us how you're doing so far. Right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, hold your cards in the air.
180.
180, Leslie. 125. Who's closest?
I wouldn't like to go to one of their antique centres.
Oh, cutting. There's always a little bit of rivalry, by the way, between auction houses and antique centres. You might
Yeah.
get to see this.
Yeah.
Okay, what's it worth?
£20.
20.
No.
I said 25.
Oh, well,
Oh,
yeah.
well, there we go. There you go. I get a point.
Awards and points.
So who was the closest then? Leslie was the closest.
Leslie was the closest.
Yeah, so Leslie's got 3.5 points. Sorry, Leslie's got 3.5, Vincent's got 2.5.
Okay, so that means Leslie then is on 6 points and Vincent is on 4.5. You're leaping ahead. Right, very well done. Come back for the tea and history round.
Getting it right, getting it right, getting it right, getting it right, getting it wrong.
Welcome back. This is tea and history. So Leslie and Vincent, grab your cup of tea.
Thank you.
Sit back.
Okay, I'll have that one.
You have that one. Oh, take whatever one you want. Yeah, that's mine. Sit back and relax. Now, the thing is with history and antiques, when you study antiques, you naturally learn about history. And when you study history, you naturally learn about ourselves. We can learn a lot from history. And history has given us so much, including sayings. One of the sayings I love, and which we use probably a lot, well, I do when it comes to you, is turning a blind eye. I turn a blind eye to David Elstob on a regular basis. I bet you turn a blind eye.
Likewise,
Yes. Okay, so we get the meaning. You know what the meaning is, but where does it come from? I'm going to tell you, and then I'm going to ask you a related question. To turn a blind eye, we can trace it back to 1801. Lord Nelson at the Battle of Copenhagen. Now, if you know anything about Lord Nelson, you know that his favourite pastime was fighting. He loved it, which is why he had a patch on one eye, it was poked out, which is why he'd been shot and his arm chopped off and everything. Didn't bother him. He loved what he did and he was very good at it. In 1801, Nelson was fighting the Danes in Copenhagen harbour and he was getting bombarded from all angles. Of course, it didn't bother him because he loved it. His commanding officer, a mile out to sea, was looking in with his telescope and he saw the mayhem and he thought Nelson and his crews were going to be obliterated. So he sent a flag signal in saying, "Get out of the harbour, you're going to be massacred." Now, David, just for you, this is predating text messages, right? So, flag signal came in. Nelson's lieutenant ran up to him in the midst of the battle and said, "Sir, we've got to get out of here, we're going to be obliterated." Nelson was furious. He was having a great day out, he was loving it. He said, "Show me that flag signal." So he went, he grabbed the telescope off his lieutenant and he put the telescope up to his patch, his blind eye, he twisted the telescope and he said, "I see no such signal, continue fighting." He continued fighting and he won the day. Nelson, from that moment on, was referred to as turning a blind eye to an order from a commanding officer. Nelson was known by the Admiralty for turning a blind eye on a regular basis, which is what made him supremely successful. The Admiralty allowed him to turn blind eyes. That's where we get the saying from. You can date it to that battle in 1801. So now comes the history question. Tell us if you get this right. We're referring to Lord Nelson, one of our British heroes from the past. That battle was in 1801. Lord Nelson died at the Battle of Trafalgar doing what he loved best, fighting. He died on deck. The question is this: in what year was the Battle of Trafalgar? Tea down, cards up. Write your answers on the back of a card. I'll give you a top tip. It can't be before 1801. Because, you know, he was alive in 18... I'm trying to help them. I mean, they're looking completely confused.
Yeah.
I mean, if they say 1520, I mean, it's just like game over. We'll just go home. Have you got your answer, Leslie?
I have.
Okay, keep your card there. Vincent, you got your answer? We've got the audience discussing it here. Don't worry, Vincent, we've got all
I
day.
should remember this, but still.
Okay, hold your card up so we see getting it right. No, not yet. Up in the air. Are we ready? Leslie first. What date was the Battle of Trafalgar? Turn the card round. No idea.
Very good.
Well, we weren't expecting that, were we?
No.
No,
Very good.
okay. I don't know whether I'm going to be awarding a point for that, David. I'm not sure. I'll think about it.
Take one off.
Okay, I think. Yeah, do you know what? I think
Yeah.
we will do
Take one off.
because basically we can do what we like. Vincent.
Yes.
Over to you. What date?
Surely, if I've put a date, I'm going to be nearer than she is, so I've got to get a point.
Vincent, you know that. You know
It
that.
doesn't matter what the date is, does it? Doesn't matter what the
Basically,
date is.
put on there pre-Roman. You've won a point.
Yeah, thank you. There we go.
1840. Vincent, give Vincent a round of applause. The answer is 1805.
I said 4.
I thought
The
my
audience-
answer was quite good.
Yeah, it was very good, but
was
we're
wrong.
going to give Vincent the point, and I think we're going to deduct a point from Leslie.
Oh, I should have a point.
Do you
for
think we should
ingenuity.
deduct a point?
No.
Well,
Yes.
slap of my thigh. Looks
That
like
was
I might be
ingenuity.
winning.
That's a good pun.
So you're a winner.
I should have a bit of.
Leslie, honestly, we tried to make it clear. There are no rules. We make it up as we go. So we're going to give Vincent 1 point. It's 5.5. And we're going to take a point off Leslie, which means Vincent, he's taken the lead. He's on 5.5 points. And Leslie, because of her cheeky behaviour, has been deducted. She's on 5 points.
Never mind.
Give him a round of applause, everybody. Right, let's come back now for round 4, which is the David Elstob expert round.
Getting it right, getting it right, getting it right, getting it right, getting it wrong.
Getting it right, getting it right, getting it right. Yeah. If you can take your position down there. Right, David, expert round. What have you for us today?
Can't remember, to be honest.
Got a glamorous assistant. Right, if we can hand it to Leslie and Vincent, thank you very much indeed. Now, in this round, guys, what we're going to do is this. David is going to describe the object to you accurately, and then he's going to ask you one question. So you can handle it between you. David, tell us what it is.
It's quite an early snuff box.
Yeah, I thought it was a snuff box or a pill box, but it didn't add up to be a...
So the
Pill box.
porcelain is St. Cloud, French factory,
Yeah.
and the silver mounts are hallmarked, well, they've got a French discharge mark for Paris, 1730s. So in terms of porcelain in Europe, this is very early. Porcelain started out in China, and then we started doing it in Italy and Germany, so early in porcelain terms. Decorated in the kakeyemon style, which is a Japanese style decoration, in the form of a lamb. It's quite a rare thing, and you hit 2 collecting areas with it, the porcelain collectors and the silver people. So a nice thing, and quite a rare thing. It's in lovely condition. So I want from you a value, please.
Okay, hold that thought. Leslie, are you happy? Do you have any questions to ask, Leslie?
No, because I don't want...
You don't want to lose any more points, Leslie,
No,
do you?
I don't. No, it's very nice. And you also you would actually also attract the snuff box and the little trinket box collectors as well.
People like sheep.
I think so.
People who like sheep.
Oh, and people that like sheep.
Perhaps just me.
Now, Vincent, any questions from you, Vincent?
No.
No? Okay, hold that thought. Pick up your cards, you two. Get your pens. Write down your answers. What is this rare little beastie worth? Write them down. The audience are playing along here. I've heard 150 mentioned. I've heard 75 mentioned. I'm not helping. I've heard 200. Is it helping? Are you ready? Are we ready? This is it. This is going to determine today's winner. Here we go.
Come on, Leslie.
Come on. Oh, we've got the crowd egging on Leslie here. Here we go. Vincent first.
Yeah, go on.
What is it worth?
300.
£300. Leslie. How much? 145. David, hit us with the figure. Who's the closest?
Vincent is, but he's still a mile off. It's worth £1,000.
£1,000.
Well, there we go.
Worth £1,000. Okay, so award some points, please, David.
I mean,
You can't.
really, for being that far out?
Yeah.
No.
No,
No.
I know we say we don't have any rules, but the person
you've
that
got to
gets
give it to
closest has
Vincent.
to get a point.
Vincent, then.
Vincent gets a
Yeah.
point for being the closest, but still not very
Miles
close
off,
indeed.
it's ridiculous.
Okay, so Vincent gets a point, Leslie doesn't get a point, and you're not going to deduct another point from poor
Yes.
Leslie, are you?
Well, it's matches.
Yeah, go on.
Okay,
Anyway,
right. Final scores. Hold on, because your question at home is coming in a moment. Your chance, to win one of these. But let's announce today's winner, and then after your question, that winner is going home not only with a cup and one of my history books, but something very special from the world of antiques, courtesy of David Elstob here. So keep watching. Here are final scores for today's show. I think I've got this right. Right. First of all, we have Leslie on 5 points. Give her a round of applause. I think we know where this is going. And I would hate to be in their house this evening. And Vincent, give him a round of applause. 6.5 points, today's winner.
Thank you. Yeah, very much so.
Right, come back for your special question.
Getting it right, getting it right, getting it right, getting it right, getting it right.
And here we go. This is your very special question at home. So write your answers in the comments section, and David and I will pick at random a correct answer. So here we go. Win yourself a cup wherever you live in the world at our cost. No expense spared on this show. We're going to post it to you. Right, here we go. Here's your question at home. Remember, you're going to win a cup if you get it right. Put your answers in the comments section, and David and I will pick a very lucky winner. Some would say unlucky. A lucky winner. We'll post it anywhere in the world. But do you remember the charger that our contestants were looking at? It was 18th century. It was hand painted, although I think one of them said it was transfer printed. We should have deducted a point for that, but never mind.
Yeah,
It's
quite
a beautiful thing.
Only the edge.
Yeah, thank you.
Because it was just like...
well, that's okay then.
And here we go. Here's your question at home. Your question is this. Put your answers in the comments. In which country was the charger made? Put your answers down below and we will pick a winner. Right, now then, on to prize giving. We know Vincent is the winner. Oh, look, he's clearing his voice. He's going to make a speech.
Unaccustomed as I am.
Don't get overexcited about this if I were you. David, what does Vincent go home with?
Vincent gets the new hall saucer that we looked at earlier.
The
Lovely.
very item the Newhall 18th century tea bowl saucer.
I didn't have a clue about it.
You didn't have a clue about Vincent. You're going home with it. Give Vincent a round of applause. Come on in. Come right in.
Oh, thank you, Wendy. Thank you so much.
How are you feeling, Vincent? Any
Thrilled to
final words?
bits. Absolutely thrilled to bits. I mean,
He's
this is
never
going
won
to...
anything in his life.
I mean, you'll probably price that at about £300.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Anyway, that by the by. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to be on Getting It Right, then put a comment in the comment section and tell us why you'd be great and would you be better than Vincent and Leslie. Let us know and come and see David Elstob and I at Elstob Studios in Ripon. Cheerio. Say goodbye, everybody.
you. Bye.
Brilliant. Well, I think...
Right, I want a rematch. That was, I